Hello learners, today we are going to discuss about role of teachers. Introduction. Teaching is the distinctly human activity. It is imparting knowledge and a learning process, the means by which the student assimilates share of it. It is concerned with growth and development of whole personality of the student and in his or her mind, spirit, character, and affective behavior. Definition. A teacher is a person who selects and organizes teaching, learning methods, consciously planning and controlling a situation directed to the achievement of optimum student learning. Characteristics of teacher. True knowledge of his or her subject matter, excellent speech, neatness and poise, sense of humor, broad interest, well-balanced personality, professional, well-groomed, tolerant and fair, without partiality. He or she must be kind and patient, should have clear exposition of subject matter, should have ever-loving nature, should be good communicator, should be keen observer, supporter and listener, should have leadership ability as well as a deeper knowledge, should have interest in students. Roles of teacher. Instructional role, faculty role and individual role. Instructional role: plan and organize courses, create and maintain a desirable group which will encourage and enhance learning and will lead to the development of learner self-discipline. Adapt teaching and preparing the instructional materials to the varying interests, needs and abilities of the students. Motivate the challenging students to pursue and to sustain learning activities which will lead them towards acceptance of responsibility for their own learning. Faculty role. The role of faculty vary according to philosophy, objectives and setting of teaching institution. Chairperson, secretary or member of one or more committees. As a counselor of students in matters. As researchers, as resource persons to group outside of the institutions, health agencies and other schools. An individual role plays a personal role as a member of a family, a community and a citizen. Dignified and distinct personality. Teachers' roles as facilitator, role model, information provider, resource developer, planner and assessor. Here, student conduct, medical expertise, teaching role, model, lecturer, critical or practical teacher, and then student at a distance, course organization, study, guide producer, resource material creator, then teaching expertise, curriculum planner, curriculum evaluator, student assessor, mentor, learning facilitator, etc. Professional responsibilities. The following statement of professional responsibility must be adhered to by all teachers. In carrying out their duties and responsibilities, all teachers must be conscious of their special duty of care to the students of the public education system in all education activities in and out of school, and must demonstrate the highest standards of professional behavior, exercise professional judgment and act in a courteous and sensitive manner when interacting with students, parents or caregivers, staff and public. Collaborate in the development of school plans, policies and programs. Devise and document teaching and learning programs and develop and implement appropriate evaluation mechanisms. Treat students equitably, including those with disabilities and other special needs. Meet the individual learning needs of students and assist each student to maximize his or her learning outcomes. Effectively manage and implement programs for child protection and student welfare. Undertake appropriate ongoing professional development to promote competence in curriculum development, delivery and evaluation, classroom management, and teaching skills. Comply with legislative and industrial requirements and the department's code of conduct policies, including the use of employer communication devices and producers. Be familiar with the provisions of legislation relevant to their official responsibilities. Comply with reasonable directions given by a supervisor or principal, and adhere to official guidelines concerning the performance of their duties. Implement the priorities of the department and the school and ensure their professional actions reflect government and departmental policy. Be fair in exercising delegated responsibility and promote personal and professional development of staff. Perform their duties efficiently and effectively and with honesty, integrity, and fairness at all times. Ensure that decisions are made fairly and conveyed promptly both within the department and to those students and members of the public who have the right to know. Use information gained in the course of employment only for proper and appropriate purposes. Use public resources economically. Functions of teacher. Number 1, explaining and informing. The good teacher is expected to be well informed in the areas in which she or he teaches. He or she is expected to be able to communicate information needed for background, enrichment, and motivation, and on many occasions to explain relationship to the children. Number 2, initiating, directing, and administering. One of the most important functions of teaching is concerned with initiating, organizing, directing, and making decisions. From morning till evening, the teacher faces and handles many problems which require the initiative, direction, and administration also. Number 3, unifying the group. In the beginning of the session, a teacher is confronted with a number of children who are not unified. As they live together, they become a unified group. An important task is to develop a group spirit within the group. Number 4, giving security. Many children are in need of warmth, recognition, praise, and friendly atmosphere. There are children who feel a sense of loneliness, isolation, rejection, and economic insecurity. So teachers should identify the needs of students. Number 5, clarifying attitude, beliefs, and problems. Many students are confused by social influences, looking at so many different ways of living on TV, radio, movie, reading materials, and also mobile, etc., which introduce new and unusual ideas. So the teacher should clarify the doubts and create opportunities for children to state their attitudes, interests, and problems, to talk about their purposes and interests and aspirations. Number 6 is diagnosing learning problems. There are children in every class who do not make expected progress in their studies, growth, and development. The teacher must diagnose the learning problems of individual students and should suggest the possible solutions. Number 7, making curriculum material. Curriculum plays an important role in the course. The teacher should modify the curriculum in accordance with the needs of the group and local community.